I'm Caroline.
And I'm Shannon.
We are from Easy Food, and we are blind taste testing 3 celebrity brownie recipes. We have recipes from Mary Berry, Victoria Beckham, and Kris Jenner. Shannon, you made these yesterday in the test kitchen.
Yeah, so I made all of these yesterday and they were all baked in the same tin and they've all been cut the same. Now, I've followed these recipes to the letter.
Okay.
So I purposely didn't bring the tins in because they've each even been lined differently. So they've all had different ways. So I'm interested to see now, will you be able to tell whose is whose out of these 3?
You know which brownie belongs to which celeb, but I'm gonna have a shot and see who I think made each of these brownie recipes.
Yes.
And then we will crown our brownie champion.
And you may be surprised whose is whose.
Okay.
So that's
Really?
the biggest thing.
Brownie number 1, looks good. Got a middle piece to get inside or the corner? It
Smells
looks
good.
It smells really good.
It's very crumbly.
That looks amazing. It's really fudgy. You can see like the chocolate chips, nuts, everything.
Good dispersion of.
Good mixing. Well done. Well done to the baker. Right, let's try it.
I'm dying to eat these.
It is really fudgy.
Yeah.
And it's nice with like the fudgy inside and like the crispy, kind of crackly top. Like that's what I would look for in a brownie for sure.
Yeah.
The nuts, is it walnuts?
Walnuts.
Walnuts
chocolate chips.
and chocolate chips. Those I love in a brownie because I think it like breaks up the texture.
Yeah,
really
it adds a bit of
nicely,
bite
too.
to them.
Yeah, and they're kind of sweet. They are like, I don't get like the strongest chocolate taste off of them, but it could be because there's like other bits in it.
Especially with the color, like they're very light in color in comparison to the other 2.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'd be curious if it was like cocoa powder or like melted chocolate that was in these. I like these. I would definitely rate these. I would want these again.
Yeah, I put these high on the list. Are they as good as my brownie recipe? Probably not.
This is definitely cakier.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're like way more uniform.
Very dark in color. Like
They are dark.
Spectrum of color is very different.
Yeah. They smell super chocolatey.
Yeah, they smell an awful lot darker.
Yeah.
As you can see, they're not breaking as easily
Yeah.
as the other one did.
Definitely fudgy. Or not fudgy, but well, they're fudgier than I actually thought they would be. I'm unimpressed.
They're like,
They didn't really taste like anything.
they're missing a note. Like
There's
they're
like
missing something.
It's like they smell so much more chocolatey than they taste.
And they look more chocolatey than the other one.
Yeah.
I imagine this to be like dark and like heavy.
Yeah.
It's not at all.
This is a ruse of a brownie. I feel like this is not, I would be really disappointed if
This actually
was-
almost tastes like a shop bought little muffin.
Yeah, they do.
You know?
Yeah.
Just meh.
And they're kind of like, they look like it, like again, they're so uniform. It seems like, I would think that this was like a healthy brownie recipe. And like not to disparage healthy brownies because there are some really, really good ones out there, but there's no real flavor or texture.
And none of these are healthy brownies.
None of these are healthy brownies.
Just to clarify.
Let's just clarify.
Little disclaimer. You got the edges.
I got an outer.
Okay, so this is the medium shade.
This isn't, yeah, okay. It looks quite cakey again.
Yeah.
It's kind of breaking cakey also.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of squeeze it and it kind of pops right back. So I wouldn't say like super fudgy.
No.
It smells nice.
Yeah.
Bit
Smells a bit more
like,
chocolatey.
Yeah, a bit more of like a crispiness on the top of it.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I have an interesting question.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 of these was made with cocoa powder.
Oh, no way.
And 1 was made with melted chocolate. So can you tell what 2 were actually cocoa powder?
I'm gonna take a stab in the dark because I'm gonna guess these were cocoa powder.
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
That is really, okay, yeah, because that's the thing, like, so brownie recipes, you really are either using melted chocolate mixed with butter or you're using a cocoa powder.
Or both.
Or both. Or both. Which is, after this, I'd totally be going for at least a combination. And as well, depending on like the kind of cocoa powder you're using.
Well, this is actually a really good quality cocoa powder and we swear by the one that we use.
Yeah.
And this one was 70% dark chocolate, but look how light they are in comparison to the 2 of these. Like extremely surprised.
Right. Well, I think I know based on, okay, looks wise, I'm still gonna give this number 1.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's just a winner all around.
I think it's just the winner all around. Like, because even like texture, I liked the texture of that. Like, I liked the fudginess. I will say, in terms of like a cake, more of like a cakey or a uniform brownie, probably give it to. We're just like manhandling our brownies.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it to number 2 over number 3.
Yeah, definitely.
And then taste wise, also number 1.
Yeah, I think that's just
Number
a winner
2.
all
Yeah.
around.
So this is okay. So
Because that's got the texture, the
got
added
the
texture of nuts
Yeah.
and chips and everything. It's got the flavor.
okay.
smell.
So you know who's brownie. You know which
Yeah,
celebrity.
And I've
gal
actually
made which
labeled
brownie.
under the plates just in
Okay.
case, but I do know whose is whose.
Okay, so I'm taking a shot in the dark. So we have Victoria Beckham,
Yeah,
Kris Jenner,
yeah. I'll hold up Mary for you.
Mary,
And then we
your
have
girl Mary. Okay, so whose do I think is whose? I'm gonna put Victoria with these guys just because they kind of did remind me of like a healthier brownie. Like there wasn't a whole lot going on, but well made. I feel like that would be her perfectionist coming through.
Okay, okay.
So Mary and Kris, this is a tough one. Like I feel like Kris is so OTT, she would do something like this.
Okay.
But Mary is just like the baking goddess, so I want to give her credit where credit's due. Right, I'm gonna put Kris on with these guys, and I'll give Mary the accolades.
So we may be looking for a new editor at Easy Food magazine because she was extremely wrong.
No way!
Like across the board.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way!
Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
whose?
Mary was this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Victoria, I'm sorry.
Victoria was this one.
Okay, so Victoria's still kind of had.
Chris can
No way! Props to Kris.
Oh, stop.
Oh my gosh.
Because when you said it, I was
Mary,
like, oh, she's on it now. She's got it.
so these are Victoria's. So
Yeah.
Kris comes out.
Yeah.
Well, this woman can do everything.
I was very surprised.
Wow, I
Now-
am really impressed. Okay.
I'm ready to poke holes in these.
Okay, so Shannon, as our
so I
baking
have my
expert in the Easy Food
notes.
Kitchen, what would be your expert opinion
Okay.
on the recipes?
Victoria's,
More brownie.
what I found strange, method-wise and everything was fine. What I found strange was she actually lined her tin with foil, kitchen foil, which I've never heard before. And when I read it originally, I thought it was meant to be baked in an aluminum foil like
Like a
tray.
tin? Okay.
But it's actually a tray lined with foil.
Usually you'd use like parchment.
Parchment. So that's where props went to Mary because she used parchment. Chris
Okay.
used Crisco, which we don't have, so I used butter and a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
This was my issue. As you saw, Chris's brownie broke.
Yes.
Her brownie broke coming out of the tin
Okay.
because generally, I'll line a tin with a bit of butter, no problem, but
Right.
I'll always line the base
Okay.
with parchment.
Yeah.
So because
So
hers-
this wasn't lined at all.
no, literally greased, and I
Okay.
was banging the tin trying to get it out, and then it broke in two.
But you can definitely because at first when I smelled that one, even like compared to you don't get the strongest chocolate smell off of that, but it definitely has a richer flavor.
Yeah.
And the chocolate chips help.
Yeah, so Victoria's, the only weird thing was just that she wanted her tin lined with foil.
Okay. So
Okay.
otherwise her recipe is quite straightforward.
Very
Ingredients
straightforward.
you'd find.
Yeah.
No big deal.
It was grand. Her recipe was in cups, which I'm not used to, but it was fine.
Okay.
Okay, Mary's method was more like, I think, our style of writing recipes, where it was very much like line your tin and have your oven on and all that. And it was like, I'm used to this.
Right.
So it was nice the way it was written. But I actually don't have anything bad to say about Mary's recipe. It just,
There just wasn't that wow factor
No.
to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Which it's good. It's a good, reliable recipe. You know it's gonna work. You're
Yeah.
gonna have the ingredients at home, but it might be worth adding another stir in. She has chocolate chips in it though, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, interesting, Mary.
And all of these I baked for the time that was said. So yeah, across the board, all the recipes were fine. There was nothing too off the wall, and straight away I preferred Chris's recipe because it was closest to my own, where you're melting your butter and your chocolate.
That makes such a difference.
So I straight away I went, this is gonna be fudgy.
Okay. Because oftentimes you get that crackly topping from bicarbonate. So whatever obviously ingredients she has going on in hers, like she's achieving this, which I think that ratio of like the crackly top to a brownie with a fudgy inside and a really nice, rich, chocolatey taste and smell is what's gonna earn you brownie points.
Yeah.
Right, really. So Chris wins. I'm really surprised.
I'm very
And I'm
surprised.
delighted. I'm really happy for her.
Yeah.
She needed that little notch in her belt.
I know. I'm sorry, Mary.
Sorry, Mary. I know, we love you. Victoria, that was kind of the left field play, the wild card, but interesting.
No.
Glad to have had her.
Yeah.
But Mary, thanks so much, Shannon, for baking
No
these.
problem.
Thanks for letting me eat them.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a cup of tea now. I don't know about you.